JROTC, loves animals, and wants to be a veterinarian when she grows up. Here's Krystin's story.
Welcome to my room.
19-year-old Krystin Interrogedoc smile is infectious, as is her laugh.
So, of course, this is Patricia. I have had her since around about 3rd grade.
She also loves her stuffies, in particular, her Build-A-Bear.
I believe I got Barry second.
There's the one her brother gave her, which she named Krystin Jr., and this one, Bunny Wish Star. Emphasis on the wish because Krystin is a Make-A-Wish kid. Her story starts in 2022. She and her mom Lana got COVID. At the time, mom was getting better. Krystin was not.
But then afterwards, after the emergency room visit, they said, well, Krystin's white blood cells, they look funny. They're pretty high, so we're going to send it to an out-of-state lab.
That was on Tuesday, and by Friday, the pediatrician called to say,
I'm sorry, but your daughter has leukemia.
Within a matter of hours, Krystin was airlifted to Seattle Children's Hospital. What they thought would be a couple days stay turned into 7 months and 5 rounds of chemotherapy.
I still had my hair during the first round, and then a little bit more during the second round. It basically all completely fell out.
Yeah, it was really hard because she had pretty long hair. And, as a girl, as a woman, it's, it feels like it makes you who you are.
She was also isolated during a lot of her stay because of the pandemic. But what did bring her comfort was a package the hospital gave her on her first night and a Build-A-Bear from her family.
I remembered how much that package had impacted me, and I wanted to do that for the other kiddos there, especially because I wanted to make them happy.
And she did. For Krystin's wish, she could have chosen just about anything, but her wish,
I wanted to give back.
Make-A-Wish granted Krystin's dream of bringing in a Build-A-Bear workshop to the hospital, complete with the stuffing machine, clothing options, and hundreds of bears that found new homes.
But what was even more impactful to me are the parents, where you get to go back and see your children be children.
An experience to this day Krystin and her family won't forget, and are grateful to Make-A-Wish for making not only her dream come true, but other kids as well.
Hello, my name is Krystin, and this is Krystin Jr. My brother named her. He sent her to me after I just had surgery for an appendectomy. It was a surgery, I wasn't sure. I survived. I've been at Seattle Children's for months, far away from my home in Alaska, enduring treatment for cancer when I got appendicitis. Because of chemo, I didn't have the blood platelets necessary to sustain a surgery like this. So they gave me 2 to 3 bags of blood before surgery, saying they hoped I didn't bleed out. When I survived, I woke up to Krystin Jr. by my side. She was my hero from the start, comforting me, reminding me of my home in Alaska, but also of who I used to be. Before I got sick, I had a dream of becoming a veterinarian in the military. I was in the junior recruits before life derailed me with COVID and then cancer. My brother knew me well, so he dressed Krystin Jr. up in military clothes and included a nurse's outfit. But while I held her, I felt my dream fading away. Like it could only belong to who I was before cancer. When you go through something traumatic and life-altering, there is a before and an after. Some of you may have your own life-altering before and after stories. And even though I survived surgery, I was still undergoing rigorous treatment. I had no clear vision of my future. I just had to keep fighting. My first few months of treatment included 20 rounds of chemotherapy, which I received twice a day for 5 days in a row. I lost my hair, I was tired all the time, and treatment made my body break out into hives and rashes a lot. I couldn't even enjoy fresh air and sunshine for too long, or I'd get burned. It's very hard to keep your fighting spirit when going through something like this for 6 to 7 months. I tried to be strong for my mother, and I missed the rest of my family, my friends, and my senior year activities. While kids my age were going to prom and having fun, I was stuck in an uncomfortable hospital bed, surrounded by constant beeps and tubes sticking out at me. I remember feeling so lonely, scared, and sad. My furry friend here took a lot of tears. As I held on to Krystin Jr., I remembered something that helped relieve my sadness. On the first night at the hospital, I received a backpack filled with supplies. Things that made me feel cared for and seen. I later discovered that this thoughtful care package was a result of another kid's wish. That kid's name was Harry, a cancer survivor like me. Harry wished to give packages to newly diagnosed cancer patients who needed something normal yet useful to lift their spirits while undergoing grueling treatment and spending many, many nights away from family. Little did Harry know that his wish would have a ripple effect. Remembering how I felt comforted and cared for by someone I never even met. That planted a seed of hope inside of me, and that sprouted into thoughts of possibility. Maybe I could help the other kids not feel so alone, scared, and sad, while fighting all the mental, emotional, and physical trauma of being sick. Maybe I could use my wish like Harry did to do something good for others. I wish to give furry friends, just like Krystin Jr., to the kids at Seattle Children's Hospital. In essence, I wanted to host a Build-A-Bear workshop for kids and their siblings on the cancer ward. On my wish day, I was excited. My wish volunteers escorted me to the floors of the hospital, where a representative from Build-A-Bear set up a mobile shop for the kids. Seeing the kids smile and laugh and be excited as they were making their bills, it filled me with joy. And after they picked out accessories for their furry little friends, the Build-A-Bear employee led them through a heart ceremony. The heart ceremony is a special part of building your new friend. It involves taking a little red heart, which beats without batteries, and preparing it before putting it inside your furry friend. I watched the Build-A-Bear helper hold up a tiny heart, give it a kiss, and then tell the kids to do the same. As they did, she invited them to make a wish. Then she told the kids to rub the heart on their bodies to give them strength. So kids were rubbing little red hearts on their bodies to give them strength, and on their heads, and their arms, and all over. And then the last step was the kids opening their bear's chest and placing the tiny beating hearts inside. The connection with their friend was instant. Some kids giggled, some smiled constantly. That was me too. But I also teared up. The experience was a lot for me. I didn't know how many of the kids would survive the treatment that only me and a handful of other kids endured. At that moment, I felt so grateful that they got to make a wish, to build their bear, to believe that the heart inside their furry friend would give them strength, to endure the lows, to close their eyes and see their life before, and have the courage to dream of a better after. Their happiness was my #1 priority. I'll say it again. When you go through something traumatic and life-altering, there is a before and an after. After my wish came true, life's been pretty good. Hopeful even. I have a loving family. I have met wonderful, supportive people like you. And I have a new dream. I want to be a vet who specializes in animal cancers. Animals are special, aren't they? They love us unconditionally. You can have the worst day, and your furry friend senses your pain. They come alongside you and help your tears melt away. A wish is just like a furry friend. Just when you need it most, when you're at your lowest low, a wish is there to comfort you, to remind you that you're not alone, and to give you strength to fight through another day. Best of all, a wish helps kids like me rewrite their after stories. And just like Harry inspired me, I hope my wish has inspired you. Harry saw his wish as an opportunity to help others, which I find heroic and inspiring. I think that's what we're all here to do, to help each other and lift each other up, especially when times are rough. Thank you for opening your hearts to kids who need the help that you can give today. I believe in you. I believe in us. I believe in the power of generosity. Together, we can make this world a better place.